Do you ever create what if scenarios in your mind? Thoughts about what could be? I have a passion for what ifs. A portion of my what ifs focus on infilling underutilized publicly owned land, or as the Government Finance Officers Association states, putting assets to work. City of Cleveland's Bradford Davey has mentioned the city's municipally owned land amounts to around 250 Brown stadiums. This municipally owned land is an asset that, if transformed, can build on Cleveland's priorities and initiatives. My passion for what ifs has led me to scheme up mostly grounded, yet sometimes fantastical ideas for several of these public entity-owned parcels in and around Ohio City where I reside. Seen here are a portion of those what ifs. The thought of the fantastic reminded me of Cleveland architect Richard Fleischman's wonderful drawing of aerial gondolas crossing the Cuyahoga. Fantastic, perhaps impractical, but definitely possible. I've been told to stop playing Minecraft and asked, why are you working on this if it's not going to get built? Every idea is fiction until we act. I'll return to this thought. Before I lose anyone wondering if parking at the market would be gone forever, you wouldn't be the first to wonder. It's asked disturbingly often, so rest assured the parking lots will be replaced with parking garages. Architect Nico Larco has said, most of what we do in the US is trying to put band-aids on lack of density, access to healthy food, efficient transportation, work, and affordable places to live. With Nico's statement in mind, the overarching themes to the following ideas are land use mix, connectivity, densification, and providing third places for Clevelanders. This ongoing design exercise began in 2018 with an idea for the West 25th RTA station, leaped over to the West Side Market, and the ideas have spread from there. Let's start with the theme of connectivity, the West 25th Red Line Station. Light rail is a tremendous asset to the city with loads of potential. Chris Ronayne has said, we have to work to move people to transit. The city and county have produced guidelines to increase transportation options and reduce parking requirements. Now it's time to develop a robust land use mix around each station. A denser land use mix is paramount to increasing ridership and intertwining job centers with residential districts. Ideas to better integrate the West 25th station to its context include cleaning up the intersection, activating the station, and providing a better connection to the market district. The proposed RTA station, seen here on the left, would be activated with a hotel, residential units, and ground floor retail. On to redeveloping the West Side Market parking lots and opening the corner of the produce arcade. The idea for the parking lots is to provide a mixed-use development with public plaza and structured parking to clean up the intersection and activate the parking lots with pedestrian-oriented areas. To paraphrase local entrepreneur Ishmael Samad, community is built around places that enable loitering. Opening the corner of the produce arcade creates a continuous market avenue from the market parking lots to the Great Lakes Brewing parking lots. This open corner would also provide improved wayfinding to the market hall. I start to imagine the district with visitors arriving by Red Line, having the ability to grab food and drink from their preferred establishment, and walking to the plaza to enjoy a movie or televised sporting event. Skipping down to the Great Lakes Brewing Company parking lots, the idea here was to extend Market Avenue to West 28th Street with a park and mixed-use building. This speculative idea aside, the Great Lakes parking lots are currently being designed by Dan Whalen's new venture Places, an architecture firm DLR Group. I'm very excited for what will become of this site once activated. How might the Market District connect to Irishtown Bend? Well, the city owns a parcel at the end of Bridge Avenue, right above Franklin Avenue, with spectacular views of the city. Let's turn this parcel into an overlook with stairs to traverse and sit on. I sit on a guardrail here from time to time to appreciate those city views. An overlook with a canopy, benches, and stairs will be much more loiterable. Jumping over to the Scranton Peninsula, the city of Cleveland owns a parcel adjacent to the vacant rail line lift bridge. The idea for this site would be to reactivate the rail line with an RTA station, activate the site with new retail and residential units, renovate the existing building into a community center, and repurpose the lift bridge into a freighter observation and flats history center. Shown here is the Freighter Observation and Flats History Center with a glass floor to watch the freighters pass by beneath the deck. Imagine being able to overlook the flats in downtown with historic photos on the walls around you. Pair that with descriptions about the industries the flats enabled and Noaka's vision for the valley. A mix of Cleveland's history, future aspirations, and experiencing the now. Back to everything being fiction until we act. Being told I was playing Minecraft with these ideas set me into action. I set meetings with the City of Cleveland, Ohio City Inc., RTA, Urban Land Institute, and local and regional developers. Each organization graciously provided an opportunity to present these ideas. During this time of action, I was put in contact with Lenny Stover of the Red Line Greenway through ULI Cleveland. This introduction led to developing renderings for Phase 3 of the Red Line Greenway. Shown here is one end of Phase 3 connecting to an expanded federal courthouse plaza over the RTA tracks. Lenny's vision for activating the RTA viaduct, a coffee at the aforementioned overlook, and a subway stop in Red Hook, New York, inspired me to place an RTA station along the Columbus Peninsula Viaduct. The Columbus Peninsula Station would be a residential development on Cleveland Metro Park's owned land. A rapid station on the peninsula would provide better transit access to the peninsula's diverse activities for the whole family: rowing, skateboarding, platform tennis, cabaret, and Kanawha's Towpath Trail. A framework plan is being completed for the peninsula by OHM that I'm hoping spurs a mix of development here. Let's head over to a stretch of Lorain Avenue in Ohio City near B&G Tavern, Duck Rabbit, and Heart of Gold. Where the proposed Lorain Avenue Midway, a dedicated bikeway on Lorain Avenue, has pockets of underutilized land, such as former Platform Brewery's lot. Here, on the right, you can see filling in Platform's lot would better engage with pedestrians along the sidewalk. A short walk from Platform Brewery are vacant parcels next to Frederick Bicycle. The idea here is to keep the historic buildings and fill in the vacant parcels with ground floor retail along Lorain, with walk-up style apartments above. Filling in Platform's lot and Frederick's vacant parcels would fill in most of the missing teeth along this stretch of Lorain Avenue, especially with the city's RFQ for replacement of McCafferty Health Center with affordable housing. Each of these land assets are along one rail line. Imagine densifying around each transit station. Assets themselves. About a quarter of Cleveland's households do not have a car. Light rail provides access to the airport, Flats, Tower City, Shaker Square, Van Aken District, Opportunity Corridor, and more. That's access to residences, jobs, entertainment, retail, a community, the city. I hope everyone here kindles curiosity, enables dreaming, and acts on their passions. We all have the capacity to instigate change in our communities. If you're a change maker interested in any of these ideas, let's talk and put Cleveland's assets to work.